is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Water.
For the first time here for season 3. Davis on pole, Vanderkrant in second. It's going to be sprint round action here tonight. Let's go racing here at Daytona. It was a good start there from Davis in comparison to Vanderkrant in behind. Cowan's absolutely bogged it up and already dropped out of the top 3 here as they come down towards turn 1 for the first time. There's biffing and barging between Gallen and Cowan. These guys are still going at it after last season. They survived for this time by though. Through turn 2 and 3 they come. Nice and clean, boys. Keep it up as they come up to...
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend, I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannons insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride,
ride with Shannons.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Through turn 1, it was a horrible start from De Bono. He's absolutely bogged it up and gets eaten alive by Dixon and Gowans as they come on through. Through turn 1 they come, and they all spread out around in towards the first sector of the Silverstone Circuit. They look all right at the moment. Okay, there's already been a car spun round. That's Jordan Ferguson off wide.
Is green at Road Atlanta here as well. Faulkner did get away. De Bono is tucked in as well. Unfortunately, Houghton is on that outside line. De Bono does want to turn it to two. He's got the job. De Bono's overtaken. Now can he get Ben Faulkner up through turns 2 and 3? They go round the right-hander, dropping down the hill. Faulkner's out in front. De Bono second. Houghton third. Ratcliffe in fourth. No real dramas going into turn 1.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannons,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannons, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down to the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanek and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't implemented it, which is fair enough. It's very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if we get the good run. Dodds just absolutely think about it. It's a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the...
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the GR86 Nationals Round 4 from Silverstone Legacy. You can see it's on the small circuit here this evening. We got a 20-minute and a 40-minute race lined up for you here as well. I'm JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by Mr. Steve Sinkovic, as always, who's going to come along for the ride, and I'm sure it's going to be a ride as well. But let's bring you up to date with the scores on the doors at the moment. In the AMS, it's Bradley Wall out in front with Greggy Johnson second, David Simmons in third. Simmons has got a new livery. He sent it to me. I'll show you in a bit. Shane Nowen, Steph Piccoli, Dan Harden, Greg Leake, Brendan Soper and Anthony Tregigo in the AMS. In the Pro-AMS, Chris Tomlin out in front with Trev Mortimer, Steve Daniels, Kevin Wakefield, Matthew Gerard, Wayne Edwards, Cam Hardwick, Dean Sinkovic, Bradley Mays, Mark Cochran, Travis Nielsen. In the Pros, Joshie Horton out in front with Jackson Pringle, Dylan DeBono, Dan Batouche and Carl Lavery. Then you've got Gallo, Gowans, Byrne, Ratcliffe, Noble, Price, Oliver Hodgkinson and Sam Katakazinos here as well. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just into qualifying. Jetto, hi, JP. Is Steve there? Yes, he is here. Dude, he is here. But you're just hearing me because I talk for about 5 minutes before I decide that I want to speak to him. It's like a bit like you do when you're having an argument with your wife. You shut up and then you talk once you get going. After that as well, when you don't want to really go and, you know, clobber him. But let's bring him in. You can't hear him. Steve, welcome in, mate. How are you?
Evening, mate. Or should I say good morning to you and evening viewers. I think JP's a bit cut because I'm sitting here with a beautiful Summersby apple cider watching, getting ready for this show, and the poor bugger's just got up and he's had his first coffee. Yeah,
well, actually, you're quite lucky, Steve. I've been up for ages. I've had to do the school run. So yeah, it's 25 past 11 for me here as well. Right, David Simmons has messaged me saying, James, I've got something for you. So I said, okay, son, what have you got? And he's got a brand new livery on his car as well. So apparently, hopefully, we might be able to see he has got 747 printed on the roof there as well. And then down the side of the car, now I'm going to have to try and do this a little bit... Oh, not because he's gone back to pit lane. So down the side of the car, if I'm not mistaken, excuse me while I try to do some fancy things with a camera.
With the camera? I think you've gone underground.
Yeah, I think I've gone back underground again, so it means it doesn't want to let me. But on the side of the car, as far as I'm aware, there is an aeroplane, I think. I'm going to have to just check.
There is an aeroplane.
There is an aeroplane, I think, as well. So I'm just going to check.
He should have come to me. I would have done a full livery for him.
He's chucked an
but
aeroplane.
I'm sure I was a bit worried when he said he's got something. I was wondering whether it was itchy or not.
No, definitely not. Apparently it's not itchy at the moment. So there you go. Brad, you have to get words in when you can with Sinker because he can't get going. Well, this is it. He's like a wind-up toy, isn't he, Brad? You have to like wind the handle a little bit and then you have to get him moving.
Yeah, the monkey that slams the cymbals together.
Yeah, that's you. Just wind him up. It's like a little jack in the box. You know what I mean? You have to unwind him and then all of a sudden he'll get going. And then before you know it, you'll be up and running and then Steve's there. So there we go. That's what we have to do here as well. But yeah, we'll get Simmons 47 Simmons' car on out and he's got his new overlays, his new livery on it, bless him as well. So he's got an aeroplane down the side, which makes me very happy because we did want him in a Qantas livery, but apparently he didn't do that. So let's see if we can get a little bit closer to this wonderful machine. There he is, and there's the aeroplane down the side of 747 as well. Finally got him there. So there we go. But Steve, this could be an interesting one. 20 and a 40, top 10 reverse for the second race. A track that's basically minute. There's no, it's very little in its conjunction of how much they've got to do here. But it's going to be an interesting one, I think.
Yeah, I think it is, man. I think it is. I think a few people had a bit of code brown because they know the weather wasn't going to be all that special. And it's probably the smallest group we're going to have all season, 28 on track. But, mate, this is going to be cool. Bit of wet, bit of rain. We saw the rain and the carnage last week, and it faded from a rain to a dry track, and there was fun all the way. So I'm sure the viewers who are going to be majority of the drivers tonight are going to be itching to tell us who did what, but I'm sure they'll behave themselves and let me and you be surprised as to what's going to happen next.
They're going to crash. There we go. I don't know why. This is the thing with this season, right? It shocks me is the fact that everybody doesn't realise that you're coming to the UK. There's going to be rain. Okay, that's
Yes.
it. There's no ifs, buts, nothing. There's going to be rain, so you have to accept the fact. You know, if you look at the schedule this season as well, we're off to Knockhill International Reverse. Now that's in Scotland. There's going to be rain there as well. It always rains in Scotland. Donny, rain. Snetterton, rain. Oulton Park, rain. Circuit Zolder, sun, because it's not in the UK. So, you know, that's the only place you're going to get sun is in Zolder. Other than that, you're going to get rain for every single one. All right? So there we go. That's your weather schedule lined up for this season.
There it is.
Yeah, pretty much basic, Steve.
That's your 3-month forecast.
Yeah. Stevie there, weather looks a bit grim. Yeah. Yes, right. I don't see it again. I don't know why you're surprised. You're in the UK. Stevie, it's going to be grim. Dude, we ain't got sun. I don't even know if the sun exists anymore. I think it's a myth over here in the UK.
Yeah.
To be blatantly honest. But apart from that, we should be all good and running. Obviously, guys, this is a replay from yesterday. Apologies for not bringing it out live. It was my wife's birthday, and if I worked, she would have killed me. So I chose not to and ended up going shopping, which was great.
Oh, mate, how good is it just standing there holding the handbag?
Oh, mate, don't. At one point, I looked like a clothes hanger. She was like, I'm trying that on, I'm trying that on, I'm trying that on, I'm just standing there going, man, well, you don't even want to know
standing
the
there
words.
going, why am I standing here trying your clothes on for you?
Exactly. At one point, she gave me underwear. I was like, really, baby, you want me to walk around the shop with underwear in my hands? Like, come on, give me a break here. You know what I mean? So, there you go. Is it raining, JP? Dude, I'm not going again. I seriously, straight up. Right, there's the weather. It's lightly wet at the moment. There's no rain currently, but it is lightly wet with cloudy. That's what you've got going on. No, track goes the other way. Timo, that's cones. Can't go through there, mate. So track goes the other way. But yeah, it's lightly wet. It's not raining at the moment. Pricey needs a bigger screen. Just put me on the TV or your computer, bro. What's up with you? Don't be tight. Jesus. Come on.
Yeah. Crack a cold one, mate. Enjoy it. Sit back.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good out there. So at the moment, we've got Joshua Horton setting the fastest lap time with a 139.957. Jackson Pringle in second place with a 142.02. Dougie Gowans up there pointy end again tonight with a 147.44. And Kyle Lavery 148.39, followed by Gallo, Bartouche, Byrne, Ratcliffe, Oliver again, and Daniels. Now, Oliver has been put up to the pros. What other change do we have this week? There was one other one, wasn't there?
Is there?
I think there was another one as well, but I can't remember who it was. But you've got Oliver already changed, so that's all good. But it's looking good, and it's going to be looking feisty.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we go. Enjoy that one. We've got about a 40 seconds left of qualifying. At the moment, Joshie Horton out in front with Jackson Pringle, Kyle Lavery, Dan Batouche in there, David Gallo's in there, Ratcliffe's in there as well. So lots going to be happening here across this evening of racing. See what the session does when it switches over into the race session, whether or not it's still going to be wet or not. But we will find out, of course, on that one. So keep an eye out for the weather change, because it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. And I look forward to seeing how we all get on here and what goes on, and whether or not there's going to be how bad the changes is going to be on this. So keep an eye out. We're just going to swap over to sessions now as well. Obviously, guys, with the replay broadcast, I can't do replays due to the fact that it doesn't like it. Basically, it kicks me out and it does all funky stuff. So, unfortunately, we won't have replays. There might be a slight issue with the grid, but we will try and deal with that at the same point. Just warnings in advance if you're wondering why things have gone a little bit funky. Right, Joshie Horton is your leader on at the moment. He's your pole man with Jackson Pringle alongside Dougie Gowan, Shane Ratcliffe, Kyle Lavery, David Gallo, Dan Batouche, and Dan Byrne round out the top 8. Then Ray Oliver, Steve Daniels, Bradley Mays, and Chris Tomlin in behind that. Then you've got Grady Johnson, Bradley Wall, Dan Harding, Mark Cochran, Wayne Edwards, Brendan Soper, Shane Nowen, Steph Piccoli, David Simmons, Kevin Wakefield, Greg Barber, and Wassel. And I believe that is it here this evening. RC as well. So there we go on that one. Right, get ready, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be green very, very shortly as well. Did you get the lotto? I did, actually, Simos, with your numbers, right? And I only hit 2, and then they gave me a free ticket. So I put my free ticket on as well, Simos, so I have to wait for later on and tomorrow. So if I win, be aware, I'm not going to tell you, okay? I just won't be here, all right? So just to let you know, I'm not going to tell you, because otherwise I'll get a court case through that you picked my numbers and I'm going to end up having to pay you money. Simo. So, you know, I might send you a pack of Fosters or something like that, because I know you Aussies love Fosters.
Oh, yeah, like a hole in the head.
Yeah, so
20-40 split tonight. 20-40 split tonight. So we're going to have the 20 minutes, what are we going to call this? The 20 minutes of chaos and 40 minutes of temperament?
Chaos and carnage.
Yes, chaos and carnage.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go. But yeah, Simo, so I done your numbers, and I got 2 the other day, and then for getting 2, I got a free ticket. So there we go. It's on, ready to go. But I'll let you know how I get on. All right. I didn't win last night's one, so you know at the moment you're not looking too clever. But we'll keep an eye on it, you know, as well. Right,
I've got the second camera on Chris Tomlin.
Okay, bargain. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Grid's going to be coming on, and we're going to be up and running right now. It's green, green, green. Josh Horton's going to take the lead. He's on his way down into turn number 1. The right-hander here, is he going to be able to hold on to that lead? What's going to happen further back as well? You can see Horton coming in at the moment here. He's going into the right-hander. Through he goes without many problems. Bargain for him at the moment, out in front. There's action further back. Dougie Gowan's tucked in for the FTR there as well. Now down in the bottom right-hand corner, you see Chris Tomlin making his way through into the left-hander of what would normally be the Maggers Beckett's Complex. We are going to split the cars off in a minute. We're going to make them turn right. Is everybody going to go in the right direction? That's going to be the question. It does look like everybody knows where they're going. Josh Horton up to a flyer here, Steve, at the moment.
He is, and everyone's behaving, mate. We've got at the back there Brent Wassel and Dean Sinkovic starting from the pits. I think they had rear of grid starts from the previous race. It looks like Dean hasn't actually started. Maybe his equipment is having issues as usual at the moment. But yeah, good old Josh is already 7/10 ahead of Jackson Pringle.
Yeah, flying at the moment on the nose of Bradley Wall. We go on the run down into the right-hander here. Coming in at the moment. We're going to be going left very, very shortly. I had a mate race this course once, and he got completely lost. He ended up going the wrong way. So there we go. Bless him. Big shout out to Craig Jones, who can't find his way around Silverstone whatsoever.
It's easy to happen on this this little difference, because you got that really hard left-hander, and then all of a sudden it just goes right instead of going left to the straight. So it can easily get lost easily.
Yeah. And some of these guys have
especially done the practice.
Yeah, I agree with you. Ratcliffe's running alongside Lavery at the moment as well, down into the right-hander of Cops here. Is he going to be able to make it through? Ratcliffe looking up the inside. He's not. In behind that is Gallo and Byrne. We're going to bring them up here because it's Dougie Gowan's right in front of us. Gallo's looking for the inside. Gowans has got a little bit loose there. Unfortunately for him, now tucked in is Mr. Dan Batouche from ETS. Is he going to come and join in the party? He is. He's going to take that position away from Gallo. Now he's going to come in to find Gowans there as well. We're going to swing a right-hander now. Through we go once more. Great battles taking place. We've got a nice one further down with Bradley Mays, Chris Tomlin, all mixed up in the same point here as well. Look at the strew of cars here, Steve.
Yeah, Bradley Mays is the bottleneck in the second screen. He's got Tomlin, Edwards, Johnson, Wakefield, Harding, Piccoli, Soper, Wazzle, Leak, all in one big line. There is someone called in something with a bit of damage, but we can't look at it anyway, so we'll just keep going. And who was it? I cannot tell you at this point.
Oh, Simmons gone in deep. Mays is going to tuck underneath him. The aeroplane has gone in there as well. He's now going to have Tomlin and Johnson coming at him here for Simmons. He's got to be careful what he's going to be able to do here. because I can tell you one thing, he doesn't want to keep going down the order at this moment in time. On the nose of Chris Tomlin, coming into the left-hander. Hard on the brakes, he's going to go now. Bring it all the way around.
He's taking the inside line.
Oh, Wakefield. I think that was Wayne Edwards just shot around the outside.
That was Wayne Edwards, yeah.
Great job.
He took
from
the
Wayne.
outside beautifully, just carried the momentum right round.
Yeah. We're back with Dan Batouche now, in with Dan Byrne. He's still got Gowans in behind him as well. Piccoli's got her own queue of cars with Wakefield in the mix. Horton's out in front by nearly a second here as well. So keep an eye on Joshy Horton. You can see on the left-hand side, he's just managing to pull away a little bit here. Now Batouche has got Byrne tucked in behind him. It's a Carlin's boy. Is he going to be able to get through the left-hander, through the right-hander? Now we're going to swing a right here. We're not going to finish off the Maggots Beckett's. We're going to go round the long right-hander, through the left again. Look at this. This is great battling going on.
This is too clean. What's going on?
I'm not going to say anything.
We're so used to the carnage in the last few races that these boys have done exceptionally well to start. A few bit battles in the back of the field. Everyone's going very safe. A few too wides, but nothing. No one's really squeezing anyone too much. Everyone's giving each other space.
Yeah. Did I just read that right from David Simmons then? Did he just say starting on dries?
Chops started on dries.
Why would you do that?
He probably just didn't realise. We had a few the other night, remember, in the 86s too. They weren't quite aware that they were in the wrong treads.
Yeah, we did as well there as well. Ultimate, that's good. No replays. Yeah, you're lucky at the moment, mate. Don't worry though. From race 2, I can show all replays at the end of the broadcast. So you know, if you've done anything in race 2, I will show you, just because why not, right? Let's be real about it. But Dan Batouche is having a little bit of a go here with Dougie Gowans. He's going to look up the inside, coming into Cox. Batouche has got to send it if he's going to send it hard. It knows that
around the bottom screen.
Wakefield's just gone and had a crash, unfortunately for him. Round he goes, Kev Wakefield. He's there bringing up dirt as well. I think he might have had a crash with Chris Tomlin. It does look like both men.
I think young Chops there gave him a bit of help as he rotated him around by the look of it.
Yeah.
On the inside line. Bit hard to tell because it was a very, very distant shot.
Yeah, it definitely was there as well. Ultima, who are you in the race? Or, you know what I mean? Let me know.
Chops, Ultimate Chops is our little Mr. Tomlin.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't show that in race number 1, mate. But if you did something in race number 2, we will. Don't you worry about it. We'll have a replay run through a little bit later on there as well. So we'll see how it all goes once again. But these guys just going to carry on racing. Stevie Daniels leading the way in the Pro-Ams at the moment with Pringle Horton tucked in up front. So lots of action taking place here as well, Steve.
Yeah, 100%. Looks like Cole Lavery's got past Ratcliffe now. He's up in the second place. He's just hit the fastest lap of the 1:39.906. First driver to drop under the 40s.
Great job from him there. He continues to fight on. Pringle now sitting in the mix with Lavery. Lavery's tucked in right behind him as well.
I've just switched the camera to Gallo and the battle that he's having with Dougie Gowans and Daniel Byrne and Dan Batouche across the back onto the bottom screen for you.
Yeah, you see Lavery now still putting Pringle under pressure. They're still keeping Horton honest. They're still climbing on the back of him at the moment. They've got 13 minutes to go here. And a great job from all of these guys. I would not want to be driving this at the moment. It looks absolutely horrendous. We can see how horrendous it actually looks here with Carl Lavery on board now, Steve, as well. He's got to be careful a little bit.
Evening, Steph. You know what, mate? I'm just thinking about it. You know, Josh Horton was so much further ahead last season on pace. I think these boys behind him have picked up a bit of pace and have started to get a bit faster and holding on to him. Last season, at this point, Josh would have been ahead by a couple of seconds by now, but the boys have really put the pressure on. Oh, look a little bit wide there by Pringle. Looks like he's opened the door a little bit there for Lavery. Lavery is now 4/10 off the back of him there, coming down that straight.
Yeah, Lavery's going to climb all over him now as well. On the right-hand side, they're going to be coming into the right-hander. He tucks his nose right in behind him at the moment for Carl Lavery. Is he going to be able to get this job done, though? That's going to be the question here for him currently at the moment. But Lavery is fighting it out with Pringle, still putting his nose on the board. We've still got the Gallo Burn battle going on down in the bottom right-hand corner as well. They're still fighting it out. But at the moment, it's still going on all the way through the field. Lavery still there with Pringle, tucking his nose right in for that run down into Cops again here.
Yeah, the boys are putting some amazing lines through. Josh's line is pretty consistent with these boys as well, so they're not driving too far different. The bottom screen, we've got some 2x2 action coming along. It is, I think, Daniel Gallo on Dougie Gowans. It looks like he's got it done on the inside line. Beautifully done.
We'll bring that up to the main screen. These guys continuing to fight here. Great job from all of them. Gowans is looking to hold on to the inside line at the moment. Is he going to be able to keep it there? He is. Is it going to cause drama? It could well do here for Dougie Gowans. He manages to keep it there. Tucked it right behind him at the moment.
Looks like some of these boys are finally learning how to drive in the wet too, because that's some very close battling in the wet, which is really hard to do. Kyle Lavery is on 2/10 on the back of Jackson Pringle, so those boys are still fighting it on. Anyone out there who wants to see anything in particular or know something's going to happen and they want a particular driver on screen, let us know. Just don't give it away.
Yeah, just don't tell us what's going on there, because otherwise we are going to be in no spoilers, basically. Let's just say that. No spoilers. All right? Because we're going to find out. It does look like Piccoli's had a bit of a nightmare, so has Tomlin. You're, as I said, lucky that this is race number 1, because we can't do the replays in 1, but we can do the replays after. So be prepared that if you've done something in race 2, we will see it, and I will go back and find it, just because I'm like that and lovely and want to give you your 5 minutes of fame. But at the moment, Dougie Gowans is tucked right in here behind Gallo, with Byrne tucked in right behind him as well. Both Carlin's boys trying to get the draft to each other on that run now as well. Gowans has just got that a little bit peaked on. Here comes Byrne. Is he going to look up the inside? He is. Gallo, Gowans. Oh, man. Squeezing the living life out of him like an orange there.
Those cones weren't there before. You used to be able to cut that corner.
Yeah,
Has that been updated?
Dude, they're drive-throughs, cones. They ain't going to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but you used to be. There was no cones there. You used to be able to cut that little whole chamfer off.
Yeah, but don't
so
forget, you're on the Legacy Historic, aren't you? You're on the Legacy circuit, so it's possible that you basically, from when the new one come out, it was updated. Do you know the thing is as well? I can't even find a track map for this layout.
There you go.
On that one. So there we go. Myself, but couldn't believe I was up the grid so far. And then it all went wrong for Steph. Chris Tomlin's just done something else as well, unfortunately for him. So he's going to have to be...
Wayne Edwards off track too.
Yeah, Wayne Edwards is off the side of the circuit. Yeah, but on board with Byrne now, going around the right hand. He's going to chase down. That's Gowans. Gowans is in the middle. Is the FTR filling in between the Carlins bread here as well? This is really tough for me at the moment, because I got Carlins and I got Dougie, and I like both of them. So who are we going to cheer for up here at the moment in the booth? Well, we ain't going to cheer for anyone. We're just going to go boys here as well.
We are going to go boys. Bottom screen, they're having a bit of battle. This is where Steph's being chased down by, I've just lost his name, by Brent Wassell. Oh, car something. Oh, Wayne Edwards is requesting a tow, so he could get a safety car. I'm not sure where he's on track.
Where is he? He's in pit.
Yep.
He's on his way out of pit. Oh no, he's just literally on the edge of pit lane, I think.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh my God, how did he get there?
Don't know.
As I said, unfortunately, we can't have a look back at that, because it'll just throw the whole thing out of sync here. And at the moment,
he's allowed to tow, so no safety car. We're down to the last 7 minutes.
Yeah, and this boy's still going. Dougie Gowans, Byrne, Gallo.
Gallo and Byrne,
got past Byrne there as well. Gowans cleared Gallo there. Well, I think Gallo must have had a moment there, because he lost 2 places in one foul swoop.
Yeah, Ratcliffe has gone off track, so there he is.
Just see Ratcliffe recovering, so he's dropped down now into this battle. Ray Oliver's in here. Dan Batouche is in there as well. Oliver and Batouche round the outside of Ratcliffe, now on the run down into the right-hander currently. These guys having a great little battle as well. Must have done what I did and missed the right-hander. Well, sat nap for Steph Piccoli at Silverstone, clearly, on that one, because it seems like Steph got a bit lost at the same time. But you can see these guys fighting out. There's action actually down the bottom. Talking to Steph. Steph's having a right little ding-dong down the bottom with Greggy Leak by the looks of it.
Yeah, it is. It's Kevin Wakefield leading Greggy Leak and Steph Piccoli. They're having a great little bottle fight down the bottom. And Steph is being hunted down by... Steph is hunting down Greg Leak, I should say.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that one. Into the right-hander they go. Gowan still here. This is like a six train fight as they continue in there. All 6 cars. There was a little bit of a gap opening up between Byrne and Gallo. Gallo does look like he's having a little bit of a struggle in the rain at the moment. Oliver tucked in right behind him, coming into the right-hander now. Get back online. If you're not going to go and make the move, it's pointless sticking your nose out and trying to run a tighter line. Oliver gets back on. He's tucked in again here. Gallo on the run through half the Maggots and Beckett's. It's going to be Maggots and Beckett's. That's about it. Because then we're going to swing a right on the way through here. It's going to get interesting on this one.
What is also interesting is Steve Daniels. He's leading the Pro-Ams in 10th place. So he's also going to get himself the pole position at this point as well.
Yep.
So he's going to have a stellar run.
Yeah, great run from him. Currently, Byrne still currently chasing down Gowans. Gowans still managing to hold on here. Through the left hand, there we go. It's going to be hard on the brakes. Dougie's moving around a bit. Keep it easier there, Dougie. Get hold of that Zimmer frame, son. You don't want to be doing that too often. Through the right hand, there we go. Now coming on to the left. He's got this run down here as well. Great racing still. But now the problem is these two are still going at it. And the other group are now closing back up again. So it's going to be very, very interesting here. How many cars we're going to get together.
Yeah, they're catching up in big time. Ratcliffe, Bartouche, Oliver, Gallo, all of them behind each other big time. I'm just wondering if Dougie's going to be one of those guys with a Zimmer frame, you know, just accidentally puts it on your toes as he walks past you just to give you one.
Mate, I would do that. I would do that straight up. If I go through, I am horrible with a shopping trolley. If I go into a supermarket and somebody don't move, my shopping trolley's going into the back of their ankles. If I said excuse me once already, I can tell you that much. If you ain't going out the way, you're going to get a shopping trolley in the ankles. Bradley Wall's just gone and done himself a little bit of a kipper. Oliver's in behind Gallo here as well. Dan Batouche there once again at the same time, as they're going around the right-hander as well. But it's also as well, going back to my shopping trolley thing, it's people that don't say excuse me and they just ram it into my ankles and then they go, oh, sorry. I'm like, well, you wouldn't have had to say sorry if you just said excuse me. And they kind of look at you as if to say, well, that's a bit rude. Like, no, not really. I like my ankles in one piece. Open your mouth and say excuse me. It ain't that blinking hard, you know.
Open your mouth and say excuse me.
Yeah, it ain't that tough, is it? You know what I mean? Jesus Christ.
I hear you, mate. I hear you.
Yeah, it gets annoying. Dougie Gowan's still here as well with this battle kicking off. It's all kind of settled back down. Steph Piccoli, I'm going to go down and see what she's up to at the moment. She's fighting away here with Kev Wakefield. This is the battle in here. Oh, Wakefield's got a slide on. This is Piccoli's moment here. Did she take it? Well, we're going to find out in about 30 seconds. Is she going to be big and brave here from Steph Piccoli? Riding around the outside, Steph. No, just can't get there. Wakefield. Oh, it's gone for the inside. Oh, Wakefield nearly had his nose lost there as well. He's taken the run to the long run out to the left-hand side. It's going to be a straight drag race coming into Maggots and Beckett's. Who's going to be brave? Did Piccoli be brave? No, Steph, you ran so wide. Why? Oh, big snap. Oh. So if she kept it in there,
he's opened the door up again.
Yeah, if Piccoli had got closer to Wakefield and made him really struggle with that corner, I think she would have been able to make that through there as well. I've got to be honest, Steph, if you're listening, sorry, darling, but I'm just saying you should have got a little bit closer to him, put him off here, and he probably would have gone in a little bit deep. That would have opened up the door for you. Piccoli's now, oh, missed the breaking point. Big old wiggle. And now Wakefield escapes up the road without much drama. So there we go. That was Piccoli, short-lived there. Simmons with Soper now as well.
That's on the bottom screen.
Yep. No, these guys having a nice little battle. We'll bring them up to the bottom because I want to go up to the top because Dan Byrne has dropped back away from Gowans. And now it's got Gallo tucked in around him as well. So there we go.
Yeah,
That was not easy. Oh, Steph. Stick close to him, darling. You go and hug him like you do your favourite teddy bear, and I'm sure would have made a mistake.
Oh, I'm going to just shut up and sip on my apple cider. I'm spending more time tonight biting my tongue than anything else, I think.
Dude, you got to keep it PG. I don't know what time. What's the time in Oz at the moment?
8:50 in the evening.
Oh, we're not even past
we're
watershed.
good, mate. We're still PG.
Okay.
But looks like Josh Horton just the last lap set a 1:39.601, so 2/10 faster than.
There was a mistake. Oh, 2 secs. There was a mistake from Gallo. He's just lost a couple of places. He's now going to be under attack from Ratcliffe, trying to run the outside at the moment. Gallo's made a mistake. He's lost a place to Oliver. He lost a place to Bartouche. And now he's tucked in with Shane Ratcliffe right up his rear end at the moment here as well. Sniffing them fumes is coming out of Gallo's exhaust. Coming down into the right-hander here at the moment. Ratcliffe's looking up the inside. That's going to be a dive. That's going to be a dive. Oh, it's not a dive. He held it back. But he's going to look for a run coming out here. Can he get alongside at Maggots and Beckett's? Is he going to be able to? Ratcliffe holding on once again here, trying to go through up the inside. No, can't make it through. Gallo covers him off.
Bottom of the screen, they've hit each other and rotated to the round.
Simmons has gone round here.
Yeah.
Oh, 747. What can you do? Right, let's bring up on the main picture now as well, while Steve tries to find something else to show us, because otherwise it's going to be all a little bit wrong there. It's Ratcliffe now trying to come through.
Yeah, I'm going to go to that bottom section with Ratcliffe and that, and there's not really that much else to show at the moment, mate. Where do you want me to go?
I don't know, mate. I tell you what, go down to Ratcliffe, go on board with Ratcliffe, and we'll have Ratcliffe's on board at the same time here as well. So there we go. As we just see this, guys, I've got to do 4 jobs here. I've got comms, broadcast, produce, and direct Steve. What more could you ask for? As well. That's the end of the race. Joshy Horton's going to take the win. We never missed it, but Joshy Horton is going to take the win in race number 1. Over the line he comes. Jackson Pringle in second. Carl Avery in third. Oh, dearie me. Stevie Daniels going to take the win in the Pro-Am, so great job from him. He's going to have Bradley Mays tucked up right here in second as well. And then behind that is Mark Cochran. Great job from these guys. In the AMs, Wall's going to take the win with Johnston in behind him. And then Brent Wassell in behind that as well. But great run from all of these guys. Horton over the line, Pringle, and then Lavery. So that's your 1, 2, 3. And
beautiful work, mate. Beautiful work. We didn't miss the finish line tonight.
Only because I noticed a checkered flag in the top left-hand corner, mate. So there we go.
Oh, dearie me. Well, what are we expecting for the feature?
Chaos.
40 minutes. These guys are a bit too well behaved for this race. I don't know if it was just scared of the rain or what, but I hope they get a bit more rambunctious and try to get a bit more daring, because that was just like mainly how many overtakes we have. Really, it was just Gallo and Dougie, and that really shifted some spots around. Then Maisie and the boys down the bottom. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'll give you guys a 7 out of 10 for that performance. What do you reckon, JP?
Yeah, I reckon we could go with that as well. Still got race 2 though. Yeah, we have. It's going to be interesting. Race 2 was not good for me. Loaded the wrong setup. Oh, well. There we go. I don't really know we can say about that one, Steph, to be bluntly honest.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
We got drives here.
I call BS. You never have a sunny day like that in the UK.
Look, I'd like to point out at this moment in time, right, there is a little bit of sun going on. Okay, so just to let you know as well on that one. So,
have you got the sunscreen out?
No, it's not that hot, mate. Ain't that hot. No, mate, let's be real about it.
It's not 25.
I don't even know what it is. What is the weather actually today? Do we even know? I'm going to go and find my weather out while we're here as well. I just made some changes to the overlay, so hopefully we might be able to see some other stuff. Right. 16 degrees, apparently.
There you go. That's sunscreen weather.
No, it is it not. I'm not that pale. Jesus. You know what I mean? I definitely ain't. I don't even wear sunscreen when it's hot, to be honest. I don't struggle
Well, in
too
Europe,
much.
you don't have to, mate. You guys haven't got this big, massive hole in the ozone that we have.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just heard one of the drivers go, "This is so much nicer. Have a look at this, guys." They can see each other.
A little bit of sun there as well. Right, we will be able to bring you up the results from heat number 1. So let's have a quick look at that as well, as these guys continue to drive around in the warm-up. Josh Yorton was your winner with Jackson Pringle, Kyle Lavery, Dougie Gowans, Dan Byrne, Ray Oliver, Dan Batouche, David Gallows, Shane Ratcliffe, Steve Daniels on pole. What I want you to do, guys, at home as well, if you see the top 10, just flip it on his head, because Daniels will be on pole alongside Ratcliffe, because the grid does go a little bit funky at times. Then we've got Bradley Mays, Mark Cochran, Bradley Wall, Greg Johnson, Brett Russell, Shane Nowens, Dan Harding, Brendan Soper, and Kevin Wakefield. Then behind that is 747, Steph Piccoli, Greg Leake, Chris Tomlin, Wayne Edwards, Matty Keane. We know Dean didn't start, so he might be back for race number 2 if he sees the sun. Clearly not man enough to drive in the rain. So there you go. My car had a cone in race 2, didn't help at all. Funny enough. Well, thanks, mate.
You pack it too tight, mate.
Yeah, clearly. You know what I mean? Was you looking at your mobile phone by any chance, Brad, while you were driving? You know what I mean? You don't know, it's illegal. Anyway.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dear. Whoever come up and said, I know, I'm going to stick JP and Steve together. Jesus Christ. But they regret that.
We're only warming up, mate. We're only warming up.
Oh, you wait, mate. You wait. Here as well. It's a good job you don't come and do like we do an after-hours broadcast. Jesus. There'll be some colourful language.
Again, I'll come work with you full time.
Huh?
I said, if I get the sack again, I'll come work with you full time.
All right, mate. I've got enough, but it does mean you getting your butt out of bed early, though, unfortunately, mate, because UK times are not good for you Aussies. I can tell you that much. So there we go.
Look at the pace on Mr. Lavery there around old Grandpa Johnson.
Yeah, good job. But it's only warm-up. You're supposed to have it, Brad, not the car. Supposed to have it, Brad, not the car. Do you know I'm English,
yeah.
Andrew, and I don't understand that either. But
No.
Might be.
The boys are. I've tried to do different angles just to get a bit closer for the down and bottom. I've got a bit of a rear chase going on. Maybe try that for a little while on the rear camera. What do you reckon?
Yeah, why not? The problem is that the cameras are so far away on the old Legacy. Look, you can have a look and see.
Yeah.
I could load and see if I can get them a little bit closer, but I don't. The problem is it throws me and you out because you might not have the same camera pack. So what I'm looking at, you might not be. So I might be going, oh, we're on board, and you're looking at the rear end. You're thinking, no, James, what are you talking about? So we'll just keep it like this for a minute.
I've just heard Steph go, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we got to the race and it started to rain?
Oh, geez.
Because we're having a nice sunny day at the moment. Oh, look at it. Oh, he's out. And impact. 747 does it again.
Have a look at the side of my car under the plane. I have, and I can safely tell you that there is a bomb, basically, coming out the back of the car. I try to get as close as I can, Simmons. You got to bear with me, mate. You know what I mean? I know I'm good. I just don't know if I'm quite that magician good at the moment. Let's see if we can get... No, hold on. I'll try this a different way. Let's see. Where are we? Left. Let's go... No, we don't want to go there. No, we don't want to go there either. Let's go right front and then see if I can move the camera out, which would be handy. Let's see if I can do fancy trickery. See what we can find here. There we go. Look at that.
There it is. Oh, he's dropping a bomb.
Yeah.
At least it's not a turd.
Well, that is also true. Right, I'm going to go off you now, Simmons, because it causes me problems. As we're going to go into the grid there as well. The car was stressed out, I think. Blame the driver. Probably. What more you want me to say on that?
All right. Here we go. Oh, look, the weather's changing.
Yeah. It is.
Let's see what the weather pack says. Oh, at the moment, it's still saying no rain.
I don't
know
know
weather report.
I got to be honest. I don't know why you're looking at it. Do you know why?
Why?
Because you're not going to see, because it's off a replay.
No, that was showing it before. for the first race. Yeah, the radar was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this is showing us all dry, 19 degrees all the way through.
Yeah, fair play.
Yep.
Right, cars are going to get in onto the grid, ladies and gentlemen. Just waiting for a few others. Stevie Daniels is going to be on pole. I won't bring you up the time in town because that's all going to be out of whack and you're never going to see that. And it's all going to go there as well. Remember, Mark Carr first lap. Mark Carr. What? Your car or Mark Cochrane's car? Help me out here, Simo.
Oh, mate, I don't read gibberish.
Dude, it's like I've got to go to translation courses, isn't it? You know what I mean? How to translate YouTube.
Could we get someone to do subtitles? Someone to do subtitles for 747.
Jesus, dude. Help me out, Dave. Help me out, son. Whose car do you mean? Oh, blimey.
Yeah, I've got car 15.
Car 15.
Oh, Mark Cochrane. Mark Cochrane.
All right, Steve, go Mark Cochrane.
Okay.
And I
was going to go to Joshua Horton, but I'll go to Mark Cochrane.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to stay up front here, otherwise we're never going to see what's going on this one.
Yep.
Feature race is going to be coming very, very shortly. Just waiting for a few other cars to get onto the grid. There is Mark Cochrane there as well, while Steve gets everything sorted out. And then we'll bring you up.
I'm just trying to see which angle. I think I'll go far chase.
Might be easier.
No, I'll go rear chase.
No,
not that one.
Not that one, mate. There we
That's
go.
the one. We'll go with that.
All right.
We'll see all the carnage, or everything fall apart,
Get
wheels
ready.
and all.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here we're going to go very, very shortly. Rev the engines, they're going to be up and running. They're going to be green, green, green. Here we go. Off the mark they go. Daniels did not go anywhere whatsoever. There's Cochrane down in the bottom screen. Gallo, Ratcliffe going to be running it out down there as well. Steve Daniels has just lost 3 places and we ain't even got to the end of the straight here as well. Keeping an eye on that bottom screen. Here we go. Gallo's going to look on the inside. Ratcliffe's going to try and hold it here. Mark Cochrane's still there driving along. I hope Simmons is right here. Otherwise, we just sat looking at Mark Cochrane's rear end for no reason. Ratcliffe, Gallo now into Maggins and Beckett's. They're going to be hard on the brakes. Dan Bertouche is running side by side. Dan! Oh my God, they've all stacked up. They've all stacked.
Yep, Oliver.
Oh, they all stacked up a little bit there. Gallo now moving in the right
A few
direction.
cones got removed.
But that's as it currently is at the moment here as well. Gallo's still there. Dan Bertouche now got Dan Byrne running alongside him as well. Byrne trying to make a move into the inside.
Oh, that was a nice team block.
Yeah, Lavery moves up at the same time between Gallo and Byrne. They managed to make it through. Ratcliffe got
hit the ass. Yeah, Cochrane got hit in the ass. I think he got hit by Brett Wassell.
You can see there now as well. Mark Cochrane facing the wrong way. Greggy Leaks also had some drama further back as well, apparently. But now you can see the actions taking place. It's still up front here. It's still in the mix with Byrne, with Gallo, with Bertouche, with Horton trying to go around the outside. Is he going to be able to hang it there with Ray Oliver? Can Oliver get the inside line? He cannot. And now Ray Oliver is going to have to tuck in behind Joshie Horton. He's going to have to try and defend from the other Vermilion of Pringle. Pringle's now trying to take Bertouche down the outside as well. Steve, a little bit manic in race number 2 here at the beginning.
A little bit more, a little bit side by side. A few guys taking advantage of the extra braking capabilities, and they're putting it on. They're putting the show on for us as they're coming down the main straight. And again, Lavery on the inside. It gives him plenty of room. Nice work there, Sunshine.
Yeah, Lavery goes through. He's got Bertouche and Horton. Horton's now alongside. He's going to have that inside line for the right-hander. Horton's going to go through. Can he open the door up for anybody in and around him? Ray Oliver's there. Pringle's tucked in as well. Oh, Bertouche off the side of the circuit. He's carrying a... Oh, my God, he looks like he's had too many blue pills. Nah, Bertouche. Oh,
Going a bit sideways, is he?
No, dude, there was a cone sticking out the front that looked quite amusing. He must have got rid of it now. Ray Oliver's
Looked like he had a ciggy.
Yeah, Ray Oliver's gone underneath him as well there. There was lots of action. Pringle's still in it. Oh, Pringle's gone.
Oh,
I think it was. I think
Oliver's
that was Oliver.
gone. Oh.
There's an incident further back as well. That's Wakefield,
Yes, it
isn't
is. It looks like
Yeah.
it could be, yeah.
Kev Wakefield gone
Yep.
round there. We'll have a look back at the end of this race. We'll keep an eye on some of them. I'll bookmark some of these replays and we'll see what went on.
Yeah, I've got Brett Wassell and the boys back there sort of battling it on amongst themselves. So the camera's a bit split for... Here we go. Incidents were noted by RC. No penalties so far. No drive-through so far tonight either. Oh, some self-imposed spinning.
Oliver again.
Yep, Ray Oliver again and Steph Piccoli.
Oh, Steph's off, unfortunately, as well. Yep. Oliver's off. Sinkovic. I told you Dean don't like the rain. He's back on track for race number 2.
Yeah, he's back on. Yep.
Wuss.
He's really pushing it hard there against Tomlin.
Yeah, he's going to look up the inside.
Inside line. Tomlin's giving him room.
Dean goes through. Great job from him. 37 minutes on the clock. Well. Don't forget pit stops are plenty here. Going to come. Greggy Leaks had more drama than an episode of Neighbours, and we're only on 3 laps. Don't know what he's done for the other 37. Dean's going to manage to hold on. He's going to go in hot here. You've got to get this rotated, Dean, otherwise he's going to come back up at you. Great stop there as well. Ray Oliver's gone round again. He's another one who can write his own story for race number 2, but he's had another bit of drama. So
I think he's cooked his tyres.
Yeah. I think, Dean's running side by side now with Tomlin. Tomlin's going to try.
Yeah, they actually finished up in inside each other last round as well.
Okay.
So lots of fun to be had. I'm just trying to see where I will go next.
Well, we'll go back down to the Tomlin Dean, and I'll move forward up to Pringle's battle with Dougie Gowans here.
Let's do that, mate.
So there we go. Team LCR need a new pit crew, by the way. Oh God, something happened to Chris Tomlin.
Wet again.
Yeah. Or a couple of people off the side of the circuit. You see the puff of gravels coming in behind. Dougie Gowans running side by side with Jackson Pringle. Pringle on the left. Gowans in that red and silver FTR machine. Is he going to go full throttle into turn number 1? He is. Can he get the car stopped though? Is Pringle going to try and come up underneath him? No. Gowans puts the defense on. Now you've got to squeeze him, Dougie, otherwise he's going to run round you here. Dougie wants the inside line. Pringle's on the outside through the first left-hander. Now through the right. Now Dougie's either got to brake and switch back. He hasn't done either. He's going to try and send it around the outside. Dougie Gowans. Gowans now looking for the space. Pringle's got to give it to him. Gowans took as much of the track as he possibly could there. It was all 2 lures over the curb. Gowans still holding on here. He's now got a problem because he's going to be on the outside again. Coming into the right-hander. Gowans hard on the brakes. Is he going to go and hold it? He's not. Great battling for Pringle and Gowans there. Half a lap side by side, Steve. Pringle comes out on top.
Yeah, definitely. And the guys behind him are doing the same thing as well at the moment, going 2 by 2. Brett Wassell's got himself a drive-through for the incident on lap 1.
Yeah, Simmons has been, unfortunately, making dramas for himself. Tomlin, by the looks of it, started on wets, which is probably never a good idea. So, unfortunately for Tomlin, especially at a dry circuit there. Never mind, mate. Maybe next time.
Tell you what, the Carlin boys are doing extremely well. Shane Ratcliffe is getting hunted down by David Gallo, and Daniel Byrne is getting hunted down by Kyle Lavery, but they're both doing extremely well, sitting in 2nd and 3rd at the moment. Josh Horton is a further 6/10 behind Kyle Lavery.
Yeah, he's tucked in just there at the moment, is Horton. See him trying to hold the car on. That'll be an off track. Got to be a little bit careful coming into the left-hander. There we go. It's going to be left, right. It's going to be hard on the brakes after. Steady. Oh, you see him, the work he's having to put into that wheel, Steve, to get that 86 stopped.
Yeah, he's getting the rear end dancing around a little bit by the look of it, and he's just fighting the front. Lavery's opened the door for him here. I'm not sure if that was the right time to move out.
I would have stayed in behind him because he's going to go and put it right in.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. He's going to get taken there. It was the wrong move. It was the wrong move.
He tried. He came. He saw Lavery did not conquer. Because Horton's now alongside him as well. You can see the slightest little bit of overlap. Horton's going to try and run him in now. He wants that draft if he can get it off Byrne. Byrne's going to give it to him as well. Now through the left-hander, long looping left-hander. We're going to keep going here. Horton puffs up dirt. They're door banging Lavery and Horton now. Is Lavery going to want to give up that inside line? Can he get across the nose of Horton? He can't now. He can't now. Horton's got that inside line on the run now as well. It's going to be side by side here for Carl Lavery, for Joshy Horton. Who's going to be able to get this one on the run? There you go. We'll go on board with Horton. There's Carl Lavery just to the left of us. Horton's pushing him out. Lavery's trying to force him back again. He knows the situation. He knows the score. Lavery's going to try and run him wide at the moment. Still can't get it done for Carl Lavery. Now he's going to try and come back at him again. Runs a little bit wide. We're now back side by side, Steve.
These guys just won't give it up, mate. They won't even let you breathe, will they? They're making all the work. I think finally Josh has got it done. Yeah, Lavery can't get the over and under. But at the front, Ratcliffe is now in deep trouble. He's got David Gallo and Daniel Byrne behind him at the moment. So that fight between Lavery and Horton has taken them off the back of Daniel Byrne. They're fallen off 1 second off the back of Bernie. And Bernie is following up his teammate now. They're both putting pressure on Ratcliffe.
Ratcliffe's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Oh,
You're on the bottom screen at the moment.
Lavery couldn't hold it there, unfortunately. He's just got to slide on with Horton. You can see the lead battle in the bottom corner at the moment here as well. Daniels dropped all the way down. He was on pole position, Steve Daniels, and he's now all the way down in 15th. Alongside here, the other LCR, Dan Hardin side by side. Dean, I do not like the rain. Sinkovic is now in race number 2 on this run here as well. Under the bridge, through the right-hander. That's Hardin and Daniels in front of us. Daniels dropped like a brick and he's still going.
Yeah, Dean took a beautiful line through there.
Go on, Dean, hold it again, son. Oh, he's taking a lot of curb. He's trying to get the run on the inside, cut back underneath him. He's going to leave you the room. Just come back. Bring the nose back in now. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. No, you didn't bring it in. Lost that inside
Daniel
line
was
again.
on the inside of him. He couldn't. Yeah. Daniel's pressed him wide. Put a bit of team driving there. But Dean needs to be getting that slick straight from the car in front to get back in.
Yeah, you can see Ratcliffe and that still fighting out at the front. It's Ratcliffe, Gallo, Byrne, Horton, Lavery. We'll bring that up in a minute because they're having a great little ding-dong.
Look at this.
Free wide. Dean's going to get his nose
shut the
chopped
door
off.
on him. Oh, that
He's
was across the nose.
Oh, he's alongside. Is this going to work out here as well? There's almost contact with the LCR. There is contact. Who said the Papayas have team orders? The LCR do not. Straight ding-dong here once again. Two boys having a fight, trying to hold Sinkovic back. They're trying to double drive the track. You just can't do it at this moment in time. Dean's going to have the inside. Is he going to get both cars here? Is he going to go and slip it up the inside here as well? He's hard on the brakes, Dean is. He's going to go through. He's going to go through. Sinkovic just got 2 for 1 as the special. Dean Sinkovic, 2 LCRs for the price of 1. Bye-bye, Hardin. Bye-bye, Daniels. I'm on the run now, says Dean.
And on the bottom screen, we just saw David Gallo pass Ratcliffe and Josh Horton come past Daniel Byrne and moved him wide for Kyle Lavery to pop in behind him. So now Horton's putting pressure on Ratcliffe as well.
Yeah, they're going to be 2 by 2 here. Horton's trying to go up the inside at the moment. Now you can see Lavery's going to come in behind him. Unfortunately for Byrne, he's gone back a couple of places. They're still ding-donging 1 and 2. 29 minutes to go. Is this going to be a 29-minute fight? Simmons has had a bit of a drama. Unfortunately for him, the aeroplane's taking flight here this evening. He's not managing to keep them wheels on the track. Once again, Josh Horton, Ratcliffe, Lavery, Byrne in there as well. Pringle trying to get up alongside his Vermilion teammate of Horton. Horton's finally got some help this season. He spent 2 seasons, I think, all by himself here on that Vermilion team. Ratcliffe's made a boo-boo. Horton's made a boo-boo. 3 wide on the exit. Ratcliffe into Pringle. Pringle manages to hold it. There was a big old nose wipe. They're going to go 3 wide again. Byrne, Lavery, Horton. Is this going to be red arrow? Synchronized flying. It is at the moment. Lavery still can't get through. Horton somehow still out on top. He's still leading the inside of this group at the moment. Why they're fighting? Gallo's escaping. It's an escape from Alcatraz for David Gallo. Byrne's now in there with Lavery alongside him. Pringle still tucked in. They can't fight now because they need to bring Horton back in here, Steve. If they don't bring him back in, Horton's on his way.
Yep, 100%. Lavery needs to tuck in behind Byrne right now, if he can, because he's not going to be able to pass him. He hasn't got enough overlap at this point, unless he's going to try to do him under brakes here in this corner. Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Byrne got him. Pringle's now got his nose there. Lavery, you're going to go across his nose in a minute. Pringle thinks better of it. He brings the car back in behind Lavery. Now in through the right-hander. Hard on the brakes they go. Horton's escaping. He is doing a bunk at the moment. Byrne's there with alongside Lavery. Pringle in behind. There's a cone got shot into the middle of the circuit. There's a red flag. Marshall, take your life at flight as he's going to go and try and run and recover that. Byrne now alongside Lavery, too wide again. Carlin's on the left, SRW on the right. The booth is going to come to fisticuffs here if this ends up in a crash, I can tell you that much. But Lavery at the moment not giving Byrne an ounce of rest, Steve.
Not at all. These guys are putting on a spectacular fight. There was some really hairy driving there, 3 wide. Josh Horton nearly lost the rear end and took all 3 of them out, but managed to get in front of them again. So he's actually just pulled out with the fastest lap of the 1:33.165, 2.5 seconds behind David Gallo at lap 9 with, what have we got? 26 minutes left. So that's your marker there. Let's see how long it takes Josh to catch him up, because the boys behind him are fighting like crazy.
Yeah, you got the on-board of Lavery, you got the off-board on the bottom screen of Pringle. They're just tucked in right behind these guys at the moment. Now they're going to go again under the RBE Santander Bridge through the right-hander of Cox. On hard on the brakes here. They're going to go. People coming in pit lane at the moment. Pit stops are going to be starting. I don't think we're going to get safety cars. I'll be very surprised if we do. However, watch the SFL next week. We're off to Bathurst. Jesus, we're going to get them there whether we like them or not. I can tell you that much. Hard on the brakes. So we got predictions of 4, I think was the highest prediction there, Steve.
I think it was, yes.
Actually, that come from
great bit of sunlight coming through the.
He's
going for it.
It's going to turn him. Something's going to happen here. Lavery, got to hold it there, son. Gives him the amount of room as well. Pringle almost dies. Ratcliffe in behind us. You can just see that currently at the moment. But Lavery, Byrne fighting it out here, continuing to fight. On the nose of Lavery we go. There's the driver 808. Carlin's machine is in front of us. Byrne managing to hold on, coming into the left hander. Lavery harder on the brakes. Got that nose rotated again. Coming up to halfway here, Steve. And to be fair, still got some nice battles happening.
We've got some nice battles. We've had some amazing driving going there as well. Not sure what happened to Dougie Gowans, but he's all the way down in 15th now.
He went in pit
fighting
lane
with Kevin Wakefield. He went for the pits, didn't he?
Yeah, he went in pit lane, Gowans.
He went in pit early, yeah. He's
Greggy
come
Leaks
out in dirty air, man. He's come out with a battle between Dean and Kevin.
Yeah, Dean went
I'll
off
switch
track.
my camera to that.
Greggy Leaks gone back to pit lane. Simmons is in, Wall's in, Harding's in, Wassell's in. Gowans came in. Oliver's had more drama, which I'm not quite sure what he's got himself up to.
Ooh. I'm not sure if that was he was held by Dougie or not, but that was a spin there by, who was it?
Was it Soper or
Soper? I think it was. I think it was Soper.
Yeah, still fighting it out there. You can see there on the bottom screen, bottom right-hand corner. That's the other battle that's taking place. Lavery's climbing all over Byrne. Byrne is just being bump drafted along here.
Kevin's called something in, but I'm not sure what he's called in, because the other car's off track and he's still fine. So I'm not sure what he's called in at this point.
Yeah, as long as
do you reckon Dougie's trying to go for a bit of the undercut there?
I think for Dougie, the problem is he's come out quite far down and come out in and around traffic. I think
big time.
If he come out in clean air, if he come out in clean air, I think he might have been all right. But
yeah, I think his pit was a little bit. Oh, it's only 8.28. He hasn't gone in for long, but he came right between Dean and Kevin. He's now okay. He's got clean air. He's 15 seconds to Greggy Johnson in 10th place, and Dean and Kevin are fighting behind him.
Oh, contact Lavery, Byrne. Lavery held on. Oh, there was contact there, though. See there on the right-hand side, the cones that have been on the Legacy. Oh, there was a little bit of a nose there as well. Lavery's got to be a little bit careful here, Steve. They're getting very, very close.
Yeah, they are. They're very close, and we're nearly at the halfway point, so they need to be wary of that. Tyres are going to start going now. It's not a hot night, but it's not a cold night either. It's at 19 degrees at the moment, so tyres are going to be feeling it.
Well, we're going to find out where Gowans is going to be. May's in, Tomlin's in, Bartucci is in, and Pringle's on his way out. He's not yet out. Gowans is coming down. I don't think he's going to get him here. I think Gowans might be tucked in behind Pringle. Pringle's on his bike. He's cleared Mays. He's going to clear Bartucci, I feel. Yep, Dougie Gowans moves himself up into 8th place, but did not get Pringle. Dan Bartucci coming out. Tomlin's on his way out. Mays is on his way out. There's still people who have not pitted at the moment. One of them is your leader, Gallo. Byrne still not gone in. He's fighting out with Lavery as these guys continue to fight here.
Just refreshing my paint. Still got Dougie's old paints there for some reason, and it's all refreshed.
Yeah.
Wayne Edwards, Chris Tomlin, Brad Wall. They were close to each other a few seconds ago, but now they've all split up a bit. It seems like the battles are with ebbs and flows. They're catching up to each other, then they're getting a little bit too close, slamming the brakes on to avoid contact because of some of these corners. Then all of a sudden they're apart again. But Lavery is having a great little bit of fun there with Daniel Byrne. This is the fight for 3rd place.
Ooh, Lavery hold it. He has managed to hold it. On board with Lavery we go. We'll follow this for a group because Gallo's got back markers at the moment as well. Gallo actually has got a back marker here. There's Horton. Who is that? No, don't.
What's the blue flag? It was just called out too.
Yeah.
To be wary of blue flags.
Is that Harding? That's one of the LCRs, isn't it? It's not hard.
Yep.
Chris Tomlin. If that is you, son. Oh, nope. There's got to be one more somewhere. That's Stevie Daniels there. Chris, have a word, son. Have a word. Horton's just going to go and take the lead away from Gallo now. Daniels still getting involved in this situation. He's gone from pole and he's just been lapped. That's how rapid a downfall you can have here. Tim 747, my pick for bar first. Big crash, 2nd corner, 3 safety cars. Jesus Christ, how long do you want us to be live for? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you planning on doing?
Yeah. We'll have to stop for food and water there, Dave Simoza, if you're going to do that one, mate.
Oh, dearie me. I'm going to go down to Wayne Edwards and Tomlin down there. They have a very close little battle at the back there again. But these boys at the front have not given up, are they? Lavery and Byrne have been going for hell for leather, and Gallo and Horton as well.
Yeah. They're not giving it up. Neither of these are pitted, though. Don't forget, Byrne's not been in, Lavery's not been in, Ratcliffe's not been in, Greggy Johnson finding himself leading the arms. He's sitting in 6th. He's not been in. Horton's not been in. Wakefield's not been in. Dean's not been in. Wayne Edwards is also showing as he hasn't pitted at the moment. Mate, need to look at them car numbers or tell Crammy to do decal, to do new paints.
Yeah, just a little bit of different colour for each one will be fine, mate. Just even if the stripes a bit different.
Or give
Makes
us
it a
different
little bit easy.
different wings will do. Different coloured wing mirrors. That would even sort it out. Or different rear wings or something. You know what I mean? Just something.
Yeah, like they do in F1, where one has the fluoro on top and the other one doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Lavery's got in
Johnson's
hot.
in the pit.
Oh, Lavery went in way hot there. That LCR car, please get him out of the way. Listen, Chris,
yeah, he's been there for too long.
Chris, before I go on my rant,
get out of the way, Chris.
Get him out of the way.
Chris, you've been a menace, Chris. Get out of there.
I think it's Daniel still, isn't it? It's Stevie Daniel still in there, causing a little bit of drama. I know blue flags are advisory, but please move. You know what I mean?
This is good. And Tomlin, Brad Wall, and Wayne Edwards in the bottom screen, getting closer and closer and closer. We'll tell Crummy.
Yeah. It's still going. Free.
Okay.
Byrne, Gallo up front. There's a battle with Bradley Wall in the arms. Currently with Wayne Edwards. There's battles with Oliver a little bit further down and Shani Nowans. Somebody's just come out of pit lane. That's Steph Piccoli. I'm sure she's not going to want to be getting involved in any of this. She's going to go on the defense from Daniels in behind. She's going to let Ratcliffe through. I can feel it now, aren't you, Steph? Yes, you are. There you go. That's
you
how you
are.
deal
Good
with that
girl.
one. Now
Good
get hold of
girl.
Daniel, Steph, and have some of the battles with him. Get your little ding-dongs out and go fight. Oh, no, maybe don't do that, actually, because that sounds very weird. So, I do apologise.
The
Yes.
let your lightsabers out. Even if Ratcliffe, Lavery, and all that go a bit longer, Pringle and Dougie Gowans are way too far. Dougie Gowans is 8 seconds off the back of Pringle. Pringle is 28 seconds off the back of the guys in front of him. So the pits are not that long by the look of it.
No, I don't think it's going to last very long here as well. Sorry, Steph, by the way, darling, if you're listening as well. Don't get your ding-dongs out, all right? Just to let you know. Lavery Burns. Oh, dearie me. Far too much coffee for my own liking this morning already, as these guys are still continuing here with Lavery and Bernstein.
And 15 minutes left. So these people watching know what's going to happen. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's where they're all quiet. They're like, the action is going to happen in a couple of minutes' time.
Yeah.
We'll come back when that's going to happen.
It's going to explode. They've all gone quiet in YouTube. Don't forget, let us know if you are here. They've got literally 16 minutes left to fight and to go here. Hard on the brakes for Lavery again. In behind Byrne, he's been staring at that red and white for quite a while. Still no pit stops from Horton, Gallo, Byrne, Lavery or Ratcliffe. At the moment, Jackson, Pringle, Dougie Gowans could be the one on the final run here. I don't think Gowans is going to grab a podium, though, because he looks a little bit far back than he normally should be.
Lavery's fuel saving a lot behind Daniel Byrne at the moment. Oh, Bernie's taking it. Oh no. How did he manage that? That was self-inflicted, wasn't it?
Looks like it. We'll have to look a little
Wakefield's
bit.
in the pits.
Yeah, look at look.
Oh, no. That's
gonna-
cost him mega time.
Yeah, Ratcliffe, Lavery, side by side. Did he call that in or not?
Oh, he's called it in. I didn't. I mean, I couldn't see if there was contact from where we were, because they looked like there was a fair bit of gap between them. But we'll hear what race control has to say. They have called it in.
Yeah, Ratcliffe now with Lavery. They're still fighting it out. Horton's in. In.
Yep.
Gallo's going again. Lavery is going again. Ratcliffe's in. Burns going in. So that's going to be, where is this man? It's all what Pringle's going to do here. How is he going to manage to get this, and where is he going to get to? Horton's just stopped in his pit box. At the moment. 5, 6, 7, 8. Is Pringle going to be enough? We're looking for the car coming on the right-hand side. Here he comes
on the bottom screen
on
coming
the
out.
moment. Bottom screen there as well. There's Jackson Pringle. You can see him here. Is he going to be able to get Horton? I think Horton's going to be on his bike. Pringle's not going to get there. How far did Pringle get? He got Byrne. Did he get Ratcliffe? Ratcliffe's going to be on the exit. It's going to be a Pringle-Ratcliffe battle on the way down there. Horton's on his bike. Ratcliffe didn't come out. Pringle got Ratcliffe. He's now tucked in behind. It's all about Gallo and Lavery. Where are their pit stops going to be, Steve? Because that's the one we're going to be looking out for.
Yes, definitely. And these guys have less and less fuel. They're going to need to take less and less fuel as well. We are on the 26-minute mark, so they could probably go for another 5 or 6, possibly. But the incident with Daniel Byrne and Kyle Lavery, race control said yes, there was no contact. That was rotation on your own.
Right, okay.
So unfortunately for Daniel, he's worked his way down to 6th place. And with his pit, here we go. David Gallo is in. I'll go to Gallo.
Hold Horton. Hold Horton.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll
we're
leave
going
it
to put
with Horton.
Horton there. We're going to put Gallo in the pit lane.
Cool.
There he is at the moment. Lavery's in pit lane as well. Horton currently at this moment in time going around a long looping right-hander. He needs to kind of get this car stopped as Gallo. Don't make a mistake. Did he make a mistake? No. Where's Horton? Horton's on his one round the start-finish line. Gallo's still in pit lane. He still stopped. You need to go. He has gone.
Here he goes.
His
Here he
pit's
goes.
right by the end. He's going to be up under acceleration. There goes Horton. Gallo didn't get him.
That was Gallo's pit was 9.14 seconds. Horton's was 8.9, so it was only about 2/10 difference. Kyle Lavery has come out behind Jackson Pringle 5/10. Kyle Lavery's pit was 10.45. That was the biggest out of the top 5. Dougie Gowan's early pit did not help him. He's still sitting in 7th place.
Yeah.
But he's hard on the back of Daniel Byrne.
Yeah, Dean Sinkovic is still just gone in as well. Gowans has just gone round. Oh, Dougie. 2 hands on the Zimmer frame handles, buddy. 2 hands on the handles.
There's a break on those Zimmer frames too.
Yeah, I know. Especially the one with the wheels on.
Yep.
Fortunately for him now, Dan Batush is going to come at him. Batush is going to run him side by side here. Dougie's going to brake early. He's got to cool them tyres down. If he starts trying to go in hot, he's going to be, unfortunately, around again here for Gowans.
So we still have a fight, and it's still Kyle Lavery fighting for 3rd place instead of fighting with Daniel Byrne for the first 20 minutes. Now he's got the last 10, 12 minutes to fight it with Jackson Pringle. So he's on the back of Pringle with 6/10, and he needs to work his way up to put some pressure on.
Yeah, he does at the moment. Yeah. Pringle's
Tell you what, Dan Bartoosh let Dougie standing still. He's pulled away 7/10 already.
Yeah, Chris Tomlin leading the Pro-Ams at the moment. Bradley Wall leading the AMs. Cochrane is in his own little mix. He's got, basically, that's Wakefield. That's Pro-Am versus Pro-Am.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll bring it back, guys. That's not a problem because you've got Ray Oliver and that having a right little ding-dong with Nowans and Daniels further down. So you're going to have the Wakefield battle on the bottom right. Oliver is in here. He's trying to recover. Dean's just gone round again by the looks of it. He's just now going to bring himself under attack. Dean's going to park it, I think. Is he going to park it here?
Not too much damage or something?
Oh, he only went off. It doesn't look like he actually hit anything.
Does he run out of fuel? No, it can't be fuel. He's just... The car's cooked. Maybe he's blown the engine or something. Something's damaged because he can't... he's in 6th gear.
He's trying to roll this into pit lane here.
Yep.
Has he run out? How can you run out of fuel when you've just pitted?
I don't know. It looks like he's run out of fuel. He's in 6th gear.
His pit stop was only 6 seconds, mind you, and that was back on lap 17. So 2 laps ago, Dean.
I think he's out of fuel.
He's not even in pit lane, is he? He's somewhere else, isn't he?
I think he probably thought it was pit lane.
Yes, ran out of fuel, says Team Greg.
What the hell? How did you manage that with a pit stop at lap 17? He must have fueled.
Did he not put any fuel in, Greg?
Possibly. It looks like he's had a brain fart. Him and his bloody IT knowledge, I'll tell you what. Anyway, back to the action. Kyle Lavery is putting some pressure on Jackson Pringle. He's going to turn him in. He's going to turn him into the Jackson 5.
No, going to find out here. They do say once you pop, you can't stop. Let's just hope Pringle does not get eaten from Lavery here. Lavery's going to look up the inside. No, Pringle covers him off. He's now going to cut back on him here, Lavery. He's taking that later apex. Can he get that rotation? No. Curb on the exit. He's still tucked in. On the run down into the right-hander now as well for Kyle Lavery. Is he going to be able to get it under the bridge? Nope, not this time as well. Another hard braking zone coming up. Is he going to go and dive him? No. Lavery not getting him again here. And Lavery still tucked in behind. Cooked up the pit stop. Refuel unchecked. Oh my God.
That's not even a rookie mistake. That's a Muppet mistake. Christ almighty.
Absolutely bonkers that he did not put fuel into that car there for Dean. Unfortunately for him. Don't know why
it's not a hammer and chisel. It's a PC, mate. He just doesn't. There's no compute. Syntax error.
Yeah. ID 10 error. If you write that down, you'll understand what I mean. So there you go. Jackson Pringle still got Lavery in behind him, coming into the left now. Started going into the Maggots and Beckett's, and then we're going to be hard on the brakes through the right-hander. Lavery not giving Pringle an ounce of brake time here. Not once, a little bit. Lavery there. Oh, they're running side by side at the moment. I think they are at the moment. There they are. Lavery's got that inside.
Yeah.
Lavery's got the inside line there. There's going to be contact. Pringle backs out. Lavery gives him a quick hip check. Oh, Carl Lavery. Man, he got him out there, didn't he?
He did. I was just looking at the other screen. I couldn't see if there was contact or not because I'm watching the other battle at the same time for the boys down at Ray Oliver, Steve Daniels and Mark Cochran having a great old time too. But I'll believe you. Was there a contact there, JP? I didn't see it. No. Just crowded him out to the point where we had to break.
Yeah, he forced Pringle to move off the line, but there wasn't any contact at all there.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
He just managed that last lap with those two boys battling. Kyle Lavery just managed to get the fastest lap of the 1:33.023. They're just out of the 32s. I'm sure he says Stephen was in charge of refueling. Yeah, I gave him the wrong funnel.
Oh, Piccoli's going to get swamped here. Careful, Steph. They're 3 wide. They're 2 wide now. Lavery, Pringle coming into the left-hander. They should favour Lavery. Then Pringle's going to have the inside. It does. Pringle's going to run him out. He's given Lavery a bit of a hip check there as well. Taste your own medicine, son. Lavery's now got to come back at him again here. He's still moving in at the same time. We've got the long looping left run. Now down into the right-hander. Lavery's still trying to keep that inside line. He needs that inside line. He wants that inside line. Hard on the brakes he goes. Is he going to go through? Hip checks him again.
He's done it.
Lavery comes back at him there.
Those boys.
Yep.
Yep. Nice driving by those lads. Very fair. Actually, tonight, all night, has been some amazing driving. A lot of space given. A lot of fair driving. A little bit of contact here and there, which is what we expect. That's what these cars are made for. But hats off to the lads. Exceptional driving out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Stunning run.
5 minutes to go.
Yeah,
everyone has pitted. Some twice. Some pitted and didn't fuel.
Yep.
Probably went out there on fresh tyres thinking, oh, how good is this? Pop, 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 pop.
Can't believe he didn't, mate. Can't believe he didn't. I wouldn't even mind, bro, but it's auto-checked. He doesn't even have to do anything. It's auto-checked. Well, if you're like me, I need all the help I can get. So it auto-checks for me going in the car. I don't even have to do anything.
Yeah. But everyone else has tapped out a little bit. They've all gapped out a bit. There's 5 minutes to go. We're just waiting for a bit of pressure here and there. The closest field we've got, apart from these guys at the very front, is Dougie Gowns on Bartouche, and Stevie Daniels and Ray Oliver still having a bit of a stoush down the bottom there.
These guys
the Pringle's not giving up.
No, the problem is they're banging each other off here, which is racing. Rubbing is racing, which is fair enough at the same time. But Lavery's just managing to hold on here from Pringle. Pringle's not really been able to get there. 36 minutes on the clock. Horton on a 1:33. There's going to be maybe 3 more laps here from these guys. They've got 3 more to continue this fight.
Horton's on the bottom screen at the moment, giving them some screen time. Being that he's leader out there, the leaders usually miss out, don't they? Hotly contested third step of the podium, though.
Yeah, no quitting here. Ray Oliver, unfortunately, looks like he's been off the side of the circuit. Well, you can see there, that'd be all of that smoke, I'm guessing, what's just gone on. But they're still going. Lavery still with Pringle. Wassell's in pit lane. Oliver's in pit lane. Leak's in pit lane. So they've clearly gone and done something.
Gallo's just cruising at the moment. He's had a little bit of an off track, just probably in that section there, taking advantage of it. While he's got points to give away, maintaining his lead on these two boys. He's got 3.5 seconds on these lads.
Yeah. I think them fighting probably is not helping them.
Nah, not at all.
I think if they're gonna fight, he's gonna pull away, isn't he? And that's the thing. I think for me overall at the moment, he's got to be aware, or they've got to be making sure they can get stuff sorted out and try and almost stay in a line, because you can see Gallo just there, but why they're fighting, they're not going to be able to get anywhere.
They've both done 133.7s to Gallo's 133.88. So they are getting closer, but it's nowhere near fast enough. They're 3/10 up the road. It doesn't look like a lot, but 3/10 is a fair march to get.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree. Yeah, I do agree with them. It's going to be tough at the moment. If they're going to continue to fight, it's not going to even do anything, is it? They're basically just fighting for that podium, that third spot at the moment.
Yeah, they are. Like even Chris Tomlin, he's got the Pro-Am sewed up. He is like about 10 seconds ahead of Bradley Mays in second place for the Pro-Ams, and Kevin Wakefield, who has been promoted from the AMs to the Pro-Ams, is in 12th place. So he's got himself the third step for the Pro-Ams. Bradley Wall leading the AMs with Greggy Johnson in second place and Daniel Harding in third.
Yeah, it's the same top two as race number 1 for Wall and Johnston. But Harding, if he can hold on to it, will be taking that third step there. As you say, Tomlin leading the way, Mays and Wakefield, they're pretty much set as they are, I would have thought. Horton should wrap up the pros, and not unless he does anything like going for the fastest lap, like he did on Wednesday.
Where he just rips the front two wheels off.
Yeah.
Oh, Pringle's got the inside a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, these boys are not finished. They've got one more. Is the white flag out? That's a question.
Where
there
is
is
Horton
1
at the moment?
minute left.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. He should get it this time around, I think. This is going to be really, really close, mind you. Keep an eye if Barney does wave.
I'm watching. Where's Barney? Where's
The
Barney?
problem is it's a replay. He might not do it. No, but we're going to take that as the final lap here. Dan Byrne has had a little bit of drama, I think. Doesn't look like there might have been a back marker involved in that. I'll try and keep an eye on that a little bit later on. But at the moment, these guys still continuing to fight. Horton out in front, Gallo in there, Lavery and Pringle still scrapping. Laps, final lap of the race here between these two.
Yep. I think Pringle's got himself a nice gap there, 3/10 for nearly 4/10. So unless he really stuffs up the braking points in some of these corners, I think he's going to have that sewn up. But they've had a fantastic battle tonight.
They still have. It's still going down into the final corner. Horton's there. Was that Piccoli? No.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that's not
Like
Piccoli. That's
is it pink
Cochrane.
wheels?
No,
Cochrane. Red wheels.
Yeah, red wheels on the car. Horton's going to come over the line. They're still going in further back, Pringle and Lavery. Bradley Wall has just gone in pit lane. Somebody has run out of fuel. Somebody has gone into pit lane. Where is Greggy Johnson?
That's going to give it to Johnson.
Johnson's should take that lead, take that position away. He has. Is Harding going to grab it away from Wall as well? Horton's going to come round this evening for a 2 out of 2 here. Go, as we see Mark Cochrane in the background. Horton's going to wrap the win up. 2 out of 2 for him. Great job as he comes over the line. Pringle's in there. I think Pringle's going to hold on from Lavery. He is going to get that third spot. So 1 and 3 for Vermillion. Great job from him. Chris Tomlin's going to wrap up the Pro-Ams with Bradley Mays and Kevin Wakefield. But it's the AMs. Where did you come out?
Brad Wall came out second.
Yeah, but he's got Harding in behind him, and he's still got about half the lap to go. The question is, can he hold on? I'm going to have to change that because I wrote that down the wrong way round, not knowing that Wall was going to go in pit lane here. So I'm going to hold off writing anything down at the moment.
Yeah, he's got 2.5 seconds on Harding, so he should be fine.
Yeah. So
but it's nowhere near as tight a finish as we had on Tuesday night, mate, for the split 1. We had 0.1009 of a second.
Dean's gone off again.
Was the finish. Yep, Dean.
Where are you going?
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Oh, he's blowing the engine, is he?
No, he's going to crash. Christ, how did RC not call that? Greg Johnson's going to come over the line, wrap up AMs. Great job from him. Bradley Wall's going to grab second place with Dan Harding. He's going to get third. And then Daniels is going to grab fourth in Pro-Ams. That's because my car had a cone. You went in the pit lane to take a cone out. Are you serious?
It was 1 litre short.
I was going to say, there was no way that was basically cone orientated that you went in pit lane there, bro. So there we go. Let's bring you up the results from the feature race. Josh Yorton takes the victory with David Gallo in second. Then you got Jackson Pringle, Carl Avery, Shane Ratcliffe and Dan Byrne rounding out the top 6. Dan Matoush and Dougie Gowan 7 and 8. Then Chris Tomlin, Bradley Mays and Kev Wakefield, your 1, 2, 3 in your Pro-Ams. And then right behind him, Greggy Johnson, Bradley Wall, Dan Harding, your 1, 2, 3 in your Ams. Brad threw it away at the end there by not having enough fuel. Steve Daniels 15, 16 Edwards, 17 Cochrane, 18 is Ray Oliver. And then in behind that is Steph Piccoli, Shane Nowen, 747, Soper and Dean Sinkovic with Brent Wassell a little bit further back. And poor old Greggy Leake there as well, going down the order. Now, there's a couple of things I want to have a look, just a quick look at. We're going to bring you up a quick look here as well. We've seen the Mark Cochrane one because we were watching that live, but I want to see what happened to Kev Wakefield here. My first pit was due to the cone. Oh, okay. So this is Kev Wakefield, whatever he did earlier on. He went in deep, and then he solo spin.
Oh.
Sitting there. Oh, there was contact with Soper. I did wonder if there was contact with Soper there as well, and there definitely was. So I want to see why Greg Leake ended up going back into pit lane. Where are you, Greggy? Did not have a good night, did Mr. Leake?
No, he did not have a good night. I think he parked the Zimmer frame, grabbed the oxygen bottle under his arm and walked off.
Yeah. And he goes, after that, he does jump back to the pits. I think he's just had enough after that from poor old Greggy Leake. There was lots of drama going on all the way through. So there we go. But overall, though, Steve, not a bad evening of racing.
Mate, it was good fun. There's some really, really tight driving up the front end and the back end as well. I think these boys are really settling into these cars and really knowing how to throw them around these days. It's a matter of getting it right on every single corner. Josh Horton is just, his lap times, apex hits and everything are just spot on. And that's what you got to do. You just got to keep hitting the marks, hitting the spots. And the boys are getting better at it. Definitely. Look at that battle for third place. That was on for the young and old the whole second race.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up here as well. Don't forget, plenty more action to come up as on the SRW TV YouTube channel. Watch the one that goes live. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Join myself and Steve next week as we're back for the Super Formula Lights, and then we're back for the GR86s again. But much love to you. Brad's making excuses. I ran over one. It got stuck. I was losing 5 seconds a lap. Had to pit early and couldn't put enough fuel in. Tried saving, but it wasn't enough. Says Brad there as well. So great job from him. But guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for joining me. I've been JP. I've been Alongside Sinker as always. Take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.
It's a total one. This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostert and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tannock and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us.